Stop for a moment and think about the last time you felt completely disconnected, not just emotionally, but physically from yourself, like there was a part of you hiding beneath the surface that you couldn't quite reach. In my extensive study of Carl Jung's work, I found that one of his most profound, yet often overlooked insights is the essential role the body plays in our psychological integration, that deep inner harmony of bringing fragmented parts of ourselves into wholeness. Jung wasn't only fascinated by the mind or soul, but deeply attuned to how the body manifests unconscious content and how paying attention to bodily experience can unlock pathways to healing and self-understanding. This understanding promises to transform how we think about psychological health by reminding us that true integration isn't just a mental affair, but a holistic journey involving every fiber of our being. When we consider modern struggles with anxiety, depression, and dissociation, Jung's clinical observations become especially urgent. He encountered numerous patients who experienced psychological distress as physical symptoms or bodily numbness, indicating a rupture between psyche and soma. He emphasized that ignoring the body's messages creates a dangerous split, preventing full individuation, the lifelong process of becoming our true selves. In a world where mind-body dualism still lingers, our alienation from bodily sensations often results in accumulation of unacknowledged emotions locked in physical tension or illness. This disconnection can make psychological growth feel inaccessible, leaving people fragmented and exhausted. My research into Jung's case studies reveals how some of his most notable patients reported breakthrough moments when they listened to their body signals, allowed their unconscious to speak through dreams, bodily sensations, or spontaneous movement. Jung proposed that the body is a vessel for archetypes and symbolic material, often silenced by the conscious ego. Rather than viewing somatic symptoms as mere pathology, he urged for an interpretive, compassionate dialogue with the body to unearth underlying conflicts. For example, in one compelling case, a patient suffering from chronic migraines was eventually able to decode how the pain corresponded to repression of anger and a deep need for self-assertion, previously deemed unacceptable by her culture and upbringing. This revelation emerged only when therapy included paying attention not just to thoughts and dreams, but to bodily sensations and their symbolic meanings. Such encounters deepen our understanding of the psyche as embodied, not disembodied, and open the door to integration that honors both mind and body. Jung's concept of the psychoid nature of archetypes points to how psyche and soma are intertwined on the most fundamental level, so that integration requires engaging bodily experiences alongside reflective insight. Unlike some modern psychological approaches that marginalize bodily awareness, Jung pioneered methods to incorporate the body, including active imagination techniques that often involve bodily posture, movement, or expressive arts as vehicles for unconscious communication. His visionary approach recognized that the body often knows what words can't yet express, making it an indispensable ally in the journey towards wholeness. So, how can we practically apply Jungian wisdom today to harness the body's role in psychological integration? I encourage you first to cultivate mindful awareness toward your bodily sensations without judgment, allowing yourself to notice tension, sensations, or energy shifts as potential clues from your unconscious. Then engage in creative, expressive practices such as guided imagery, movement meditation, or journaling that connects words with felt experience. Jung himself advocated active imagination where one dialogues with inner images, often discovered through body-based expression, helping translate unconscious material into conscious understanding. This process strengthens what Jung called the transcendent function, the psychological bridge that unites opposing elements within us, including mind and body. Most importantly, be gentle with yourself, remembering Jung's fundamental belief in human potential for growth and healing even when facing deep inner conflicts. The body is not the enemy or mere machine, but a sacred companion vital to our individuation.
To summarize, Jung wanted us to remember that psychological integration transcends intellectual insight alone. The body carries unconscious wisdom, and its attentive inclusion in therapy unlocks hidden material essential for authentic healing, transformation, and wholeness. When you embrace this integrated approach, your life can shift from fragmentation to a lived sense of unity that empowers your true self to emerge. Tomorrow, we will explore the compelling question, how can I work with somatic symptoms as psychological messages? Because it directly builds on today's insight about the body's dialogue with the unconscious. Jung's approach is crucial there to decode how physical symptoms are not mere ailments, but meaningful communications from the psyche demanding our compassionate attention. This next step will deepen your understanding of the embodied psyche and offer practical tools to turn somatic experiences into profound psychological growth. If you found this exploration insightful, please like, share your thoughts or questions in the comments, and consider subscribing to stay connected with this Jungian journey. I'm genuinely excited to guide you through tomorrow's video, where we take the essential next step in integrating Jung's wisdom about mind-body connection and somatic awareness in healing. Trust me, this is a conversation you won't want to miss.